I got into accounting. It wasn't my first choice. I wanted to be a lawyer.
I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do when I first was out of high school and was like, oh, I'll do engineering, and started down that path and was like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't for me.
The way I decided to go into accounting is actually a funny story. Growing up, I had an uncle who would prepare my parents' tax returns, and I gotta say, I was about 14 or 15, and I sat down with him during April, and I said, how do you do this? I always wanted him to know, because I was good in math, and just obviously understanding that, taxes exist. And he walked me through the whole thing, and within about a year and a half or 2 years, I ended up taking his spot, and I was preparing my own parents' tax return. So he kind of just opened my eyes and said, oh, people do a career out of this. So that's how it started.
I realized that I like more of an analytical side, and I'm a detail-oriented person. So I took my first accounting class and I loved it, and I loved the challenge of it too. It's a challenging profession, and I think it's almost like a puzzle to me.
I started off when I was 14. I had a project for high school. They were like, pick your major, do a little project on it. You don't have to stick with this, but do it, research it. I picked accounting originally when I was 14 because it was first alphabetically, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do that one. And I started researching it, and I really enjoyed accounting. I stuck with it, and I took my first accounting class, and it was fantastic, and I haven't looked back since.
And in that process, I took an intro to financial accounting course, and it just seemed like things just kind of clicked, and I was like, oh, this is what I need to be studying. And so I followed that path, and it's just, I've always been a numbers person, and the idea of being able to problem solve with tax codes constantly changing, so having to figure out what the new rules are, what the new laws are, how things may have changed from one year to the next, and just constantly having to learn made it interesting to me.